Hey YouTube, what's up? And today I'll be showing you Opera Mini for the iPhone and iPod Touch and technically the iPad. It's just not a technical iPad version. But to everyone's surprise, well not everybody, but to surprise of most people, Opera Mini was approved for the iPhone. So now you can use Opera on your iPhone, which is really exciting. I was really happy to see it finally approved, and it supposedly is much faster because it compresses your websites. So instead of having to go out to the internet and load each piece by piece, I guess. But as you can see, I have it set to Wi-Fi right now, and I'll do a test here with Wi-Fi turned off. But I'll open it up real quick just to give you an idea. And here's my Twitter account. I forgot that I had this loaded up, but I guess I'll roll with it. Here is my Twitter account, and I have it loaded up here. Scrolls really quickly. And let's see here. See if I can find a picture here real quick. Probably not, but I'll see what I can do. And there's one right here. And I'll show you something here real quick. If you actually long tap on a link, it's going to open up this little dialog box, and we hit open a new tab. It's going to open up this new tab. And then there it comes. And instead of pinching and zooming, what you actually do with this web browser is you just tap. And there it comes in full focus. And it's really supposed to pan around and stuff like that. But one thing that I want to show you here real quick is actually there's a few different ways to navigate this web browser. You can, you can tap to zoom in, hit the zoom out button, do that number. Or what you can do is you can actually use two fingers and zoom in like that, and then instead of hitting the back button, you can just zoom out. And that, I think, is a lot nicer instead of having to hit the back button. I actually like to tap in like this and then zoom in back out. I actually think that's really nice and easy to use. And this is the tab interface. I'm going to go over here to Mac World, and if you can tell, none of this is readable. But instantly when you tap in, it automatically loads it up in full view here. And it's not really a winner. This isn't a Safari replacement, I don't think, by any stretch, but it does work, and it is usable, and especially when you're on Edge or even 3G, this will be much faster because of Opera's compression servers that they use to compress the internet. But let's see here. What's a good article? Here's the HD. Let's see here. There's a lot of good stuff out today. Let's see the 8 best apps for the iPad. And it's going to load it up here. It's not extremely quick, even on Wi-Fi, but this is a full website, though. It's perfect for mobile websites, and here it is. It's not really formatted right. As you can tell, nobody would format their article like that, but there it is. If I want to read the article, tap on it. Comes in full view, and there we go. And I can sit here and I can read it. It's very easy to read and scroll through here. And then, oops, and that's your refresh button. Didn't mean to do that. And you can easily add a new tab by hitting that right there. And that comes to my first complaint here, is that when you actually do that, this actually won't go away until you actually tap out of it. So, I don't like that. And this is what they call a speed dial, I think. And this is actually your speed dial list. So you tap on what you want. So say I want the New York Times, I tap on the New York Times. And it's going to load up the New York Times, just like that. Tap on an article, load it up. Tap on something, it's automatically going to load that up. It's pretty quick. You could, in theory, maneuver really quickly. It's not as smooth as their demo video shows, but it does work. And then I can easily go back to exactly where I was, look around. And that's the way it works. And once it gets the settings here, if you hit the settings button down here, you get bookmark history, start page, find in page, which is a really good one. So say I want to search Apple. And there's where Apple shows up. And I can close that out and go and see what Apple's been doing today. It's kind of cool. And let's see here. You can save pages for later viewing. You can, let's look at the actual settings here. And you can choose to load images or not. Save a bandwidth so it'll load faster. You can change the image quality to low, medium, high. Turn mine out to medium. You can change the font size. That'll, I think, show faster loading. You can turn on the mobile view, which will make it much faster. your full screen view, your Opera link, which will allow you to sync your Opera bookmarks and your fast dial, or speed dial, I'm not exactly sure, to Opera Mini, which is pretty cool, I guess. Let's see here. I'm going to show you full screen here real quick, which I really think they didn't do very well, but this is full screen, and it works. Well, there's nothing really wrong with it, but it's just, it kind of hides the interface a bit too much, I think. And it's a bit harder to get back to it than I think it should be. So I usually just keep that off. Let's see here. What else do we have? If you go to my, it works. If you go up to search here, you can change your search engines, which you can't do with Safari. You can choose Google and Google anything you want to. Works just like you'd think. You can go to a website, and this is where it really falls flat. Is if you go to my website, which hasn't been compressed by Opera, nothing like that, it really falls flat. This is program94.com, and here it loads up. You don't have a YouTube plugin in this, so you can't play YouTube videos, or there'll be one right here. It's really pitiful, in fact. Let me show you what it really looks like here. And so let me go to my website. Thought I already had it keyed in here. Sorry, guys. That's pretty impressive, typing that through a camera. But here is what it's supposed to look like, and you can actually see the speed. It's actually much slower. And here it loads up. There's my YouTube video, my ads, everything's here. You pinch to zoom in. And it works, I guess. It may not be as fast, but you actually get the full web with this, with Safari, which I do enjoy. So I can hit YouTube latest. It's going to load up this page. And Safari is not slow by any stretch. It's just not as fast as Opera. And there it is. I can click on a video if I want to. Watch a video. You can't do that in Opera. And that is, about the big deal with Opera. Opera has its strengths and has its weaknesses, which there's really no harm to trying it. It's free in the App Store. You just search Opera Mini. It's just that simple. And that's it. You can download it, give it a shot. If you don't like it, delete it. If you like it, keep it. Let me disable Wi-Fi here real quick. And here we are. We don't have it loaded up. Hopefully I have enough time to give you a good idea here. And let's load up the New York Times, like they do on their demo. I'm going to try not to shorten this if I can, but if I do have to shorten this down, I will. If it takes less than 2 minutes. But as you can see, it's loading up fairly quickly. You've already starting to get some content. You can already zoom in. Oops, that wasn't my smartest move ever. But there we go. Kind of see it. Go to a different web page. It's not as fast as Wi-Fi, but it does work. You could always, activate those mobile features and really get it optimized where you could look at the web, regardless. But this really isn't the optimal way to look at it, really. But for Edge, this is very quick and very fast. So, no complaints. But anyway, this is Opera Mini for the iPhone and iPod Touch and the iPad. I will see you later, YouTube. You have a great day. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitter. I'm Program94. I will see you later, YouTube.